everyone, welcome back to Caprine Cottage. My name is Anne and today I'm joining you from my brand new studio space. So yeah, that's really exciting. Everything in here is at least been painted. Caleb, you can see, let me see what you can see behind me. You can see, I think here, Caleb built all of this trim from reclaimed wood that he had been saving for a rainy day, I guess we'll say. He also had some boards that were left over from a friend of ours has a portable sawmill, so he used some of that. So some of the wood in here was used, like was grown on our land, so that feels really special. But yeah, I know also some of you are wondering, I've been gone for 2 weeks, and so we took on this like relatively huge project. Like I think it took us 3 gallons of paint to do these walls. Like it's a very, very large space, which obviously I'm so grateful that I have the opportunity to have that kind of space, but to paint it is a lot. And we took on that project, and then in the last 2 weeks also, many of our animals decided to get sick. So some of you who've been here for a little while know that our cat Ramses has been on and off unwell since the end of October, and it's really been a little all over the place. He did have a urinary blockage and went through the surgery procedure to recover from that. But since then he's just been having a myriad of health problems, some of which I think are related, some of which I think are unrelated. And so we're just trying to get him back on track. And, you know, I've been working with the vets. They're a little stumped at this point. But as of, it's been about, I think 9 days since he was at the vet, and he has been feeling better, knock on wood. So hopefully he continues to feel better. We also had just some goat issues. One of our goats, Garth, he had an overload of internal parasites, which caused edema of the face, which I've never seen in a goat before. He's now fully recovered. Another one of our goats also had a high parasite load, though luckily without the edema presenting. We had another day where Garth's brother Wayne also was sick with something else. We are not totally sure what happened, but he recovered over the course of a day. I feel like all of the animals are stir crazy, so that is, you know, they're agitated too. A lot of them have been cooped up. It's been very icy here. It's been incredibly cold here. So it's just been a lot. It's been really full on. And so you're going to see after I chat here with you a little bit, some vlog footage of that whole process of getting paint and the sick animals and going to the vet and all these different things. So I hope you enjoy that. It's going to be a little weird, and in some of those clips, if I look really tired and worn out, that's why. To help? Are you gonna paint? No. Okay. So please excuse my appearance. There's Caleb. We're getting gas right now. We should be painting, but we had a slight emergency this morning, so we went down to the barn to check the goats, and Garth is definitely feeling unwell, so we had to come out and I called the vet and everything, but we had to come out and get some meds for him. So we're doing that now. We left my mom to paint, but yeah, hopefully I will have a painting update later. Hi again. So it's now Monday. The last time I came like to say anything was Saturday. Before this, you will have seen some shots of us working on the painting project, and that is, it's almost done actually. Caleb ended up building out a lot of the trim work that we needed to do, which we didn't really anticipate getting done. My mom painted a ton. I don't think we could have gotten as much done as we did without her. But we are still dealing with Garth's health situation. And so this morning we went back into town, back to the vet's office, and dropped off some fecal samples. It's kind of weird to say on the internet, but one was from him before we gave him the medicine, just to see, we're dealing with a worm issue here. I guess I should preface this by saying, I don't want any veterinary or medical advice. I have very good large animal vet, work with the university that's near me, so I feel confident in their diagnosis and their guidance regarding this, but I just thought I would keep you guys in the loop. He's still definitely struggling. He's very anemic, but the vet feels that he's doing okay. He is still able to, he's up, he's eating, he's drinking, and so they don't feel that more intervention besides giving him oral deworming products is necessary. So it's kind of a waiting game. And I also brought in other samples from the other goats because after looking at them more closely, I think that at least one other of the boys is pretty thin, and his membranes are pale. So yeah, probably more deworming, and hopefully, Garth is able to recuperate from this and we can catch the other ones soon enough. Yeah, in the winter they're fluffy, and I definitely did not notice that some of them were pretty thin. And so that's, it's not great. We also have been incredibly lucky with internal parasites in our goats. I think we've actually only ever had to deworm 2 of them ever in all the time that we've had them. We've had them for I guess 5 years now. That's so crazy. Not all of them. We got our first goat in 2020, but yeah. And even Isabella, who we've had the longest, she's never been dewormed. We don't have a huge parasite load here, which is, I'm very grateful for, but also it definitely makes, I wasn't as aware of it probably as I should have been. But anyway, and I'm just rambling about goats. I guess that if you came here that you're going to get some of that. Let's see, there's a little goat right there. She's doing good, luckily. So it's just our Garthy boy. And he is always kind of the, he's the bottom of the pecking order. So I feel he has had some of the most health issues over the years. He also has a weird, his bite in his mouth isn't quite right. And I think that also causes him some problems. And he gets bullied by the other ones. He's the littlest, all those kind of things, which, will put more strain on an animal system than a more dominant animal or a bigger one or whatever. But yeah, so mainly just hanging in here. By the time you guys see this, I will have more information. I spoke to the vet again this morning, and she said that it will take at least a week minimum to see any real improvement, because essentially he has to grow red blood cells. So we're just feeding him a lot, trying to give him, warm water and some stuff like that now and then, vitamins, all those kind of things. But it's definitely been, I'm pretty exhausted emotionally, and then because we took on this huge project and those things happened to coincide, I just feel really worn out. I probably would have postponed doing the painting and stuff, but it was my mom had set aside this time on this weekend to help us, and she happened to have free time, so we figured it was, it's not there's anything we can do for him, so it's not a bad thing to have a distraction, kind of, because it's not I could go sit in the barn in the cold weather and just sit with him, but it's not going to change anything. It's not going to make him better or worse or whatever. He's just going to be the same. So yeah, it's probably good to have a distraction, but I'm exhausted. I'm physically worn out, and yeah, just a little emotionally drained. I've been so tired. I feel like my eyes have giant dark circles. But yeah, I don't know. I think that's my whole update for now. I have an appointment at 3. It's now like 2 o'clock, but Caleb's probably going to finish up some more of that trim work, and maybe I'll paint some more trim this evening. I'm hoping that we can start decorating this week in there, because that would be like fun. I mean, for me and for you guys to see. Wow, my arm is tired. So I don't know. Look forward to that, I guess. Hopefully nothing else happens and he starts to get better. Because yeah, if he gets worse, I don't know if I mentioned this, but we're looking at like a blood transfusion, which is really scary to me. So hopefully that doesn't happen. Anyway, bye. We'll talk soon. So you guys just saw a little bit of me just showing around. You can see that things are still not put away, but we did a lot of work, and I was just working on this area, which is going to be kind of like where I film. And so I'm going to wait. I was going to hang some art by myself, but I decided I should just wait till Caleb gets home so he can help me, because like that's very empty there. But so these 2 pieces, I know I definitely want to put up there. I also have some stuff laid out over here. I have one of my calendars. I have this really cute Dutch goat tile. It has like a hanger on it. These are, you know, fabric block printer, whatever you want to call them, blocks. Yeah, so I want to like add some stuff over there. I thought while I was doing this, I could tell you guys about this piece, which please excuse the dust, but so you can see this is a beautiful overshot weaving piece, and this was in our house when we moved in, and it is incredibly old, and I'm gonna read you here what it says on the back. You can see it, but I'll read it to you. So it says, a section of coverlet made by Sarah, maybe Laurel, I don't know, for her daughter, youngest, Cara Ethel. The flax was grown by Sarah, woven and dyed blue with indigo. Cara Ethel was my mother, and then it's signed Vivian Louise. And so, we know that, or at least we think we know, we don't actually know a whole lot, but the woman who owned this house before us, like her and her husband, so we are pretty sure that Vivian was the mother of the woman who owned the house, who passed away in her 70s. So if it was her mother's mother that wove this, you can kind of see there how old that is. And I don't know, I just thought it was incredible that this was left behind by the family, and also it just made me feel like I was meant to be here a little bit. And we know that the woman who lived here before us, she was a very like creative person. She came from a creative family. There are also oil paintings in our house and stained glass like items that were made by her family. And she also had a candle making business and a like sewing business where she sewed things for people to buy. So yeah, oh, there you can see me. Hello. But yeah, this is the bookcase my mom gave me. I put all of my like most used yarns up here. That's the dwindling stash of J&S and Jamison's of Shetland. And then it's all sock yarn, and then some more fingering weight yarn, and then all of my knitting and weaving books. I say my stash is dwindling, but so that basket there is upcoming projects, and you can see it's just full of Shetland yarn. So yeah, I'm gonna film a little bit more. I'll turn it around so that
you can see me while I talk because this is a little boring, but it's coming along. It's definitely like way better than it was. The like brightness in here is incredible since we got rid of that blue paint. And yeah, my looms are like accessible. I'm so excited. You comfy there? Yeah. Who's maybe?
One more thing I did want to mention is you can see it right here, but Eva Christie of the Scottish Yarn Festival so graciously sent me 3 skeins of her yarn. You'll see the unboxing of that, but I know I like the day that came was such a rough day here that I was maybe not the most present, but yeah, she sent me her beautiful, beautiful yarn. She was here on tour in the US in January, and we were hoping our paths would cross, but they didn't. And so after she got back, she kindly sent me 3 sample skeins, and I'm so excited to use them. I'm still trying to decide what project to make with them, and Gudrun Johnston is currently testing for her Audrey and Unst, but the vest version. And I already said that like it's the year of vests for me. So I think that I'm not totally sure if that pattern is in a fingering weight yarn. I think it is. It's in testing right now. It hasn't been released. And so if it is fingering weight, I'm thinking I'm probably going to use the yarn to make that. I think I will have enough. I have 300 grams, which in fingering weight is like quite a lot. Hi everyone. So it's just been a week here. Now like everyone is sick. So Caleb is sick. I'm feeling like a little off. Garth is still sick, but I will say like my update on him is that I think he's doing better. I'm still waiting for a call back from the vet. Last night Ramsey's the cat threw up. I'm really hoping it was just like a fluke cat thing. But yeah, just never a dull moment lately. It's kind of exhausting. But anyway, I just went to the barn to check on Garth, so I'm a little like hay all over me. But when I came back, there was a surprising package in the mail. I mean, semi-surprising, like I knew it was coming, or at least I think so. It could be something different than I think it is, but I'm pretty sure I know what's here. I realized I didn't get scissors, so there you go. Like I said, I think I know who this is from, but I could be wrong. So we will see. I'm always nervous when I open these soft packages that I'm gonna cut something inside. Okay, so this has the address on it, so we're gonna just hide that. But yes, it's what I thought it was. And so Eva from the Scottish Yarn Festival and I have been chatting online like on and off for a little while. And she was just recently here in the United States, and she was actually in New York. She like did a tour with her yarn and went to a bunch of yarn shops, but like none of the locations. New York State is actually very, very big, which I feel like if you're not from the United States or from here, maybe you don't understand that, or like truly understand like the volume, like how big it really is. Like in driving, it can take like between 4 and 5 hours to cross the state, like depending on which direction you're going, more even, honestly. But anyway, so our paths didn't really cross, even though we had wanted to meet up. But she's home now, and she reached out to me and she was like, I left some sample skeins with people in the US. Can I send you some? Of course I said yes. I'm like dying to try her yarn. I love everything that it's about. Obviously I love Scotland and anything Scottish, and I've never seen her yarn in person, and oh my god, it's so beautiful. So it looks like there are 3 skeins of this beautiful red color. So this is a note from Tina at Tina's Toasty Toes, which I saw that on the outside. I'll put a link to her website as well, but she sent this to me on Eva's request. And this is gorgeous. So yeah, this red color, this is called Duncan, and it's so beautiful. Oh my gosh. Here, I'll hold them all up together. Wow, oh my gosh. I can't like
This yarn is even more beautiful in person. I mean, I knew it would be amazing, and it really, really is. So it's, I probably should already know this, but it's 80% Shetland and 20% Kiviot is the breed blend. And it's all Scottish wool. I think, yes, the mill that it's milled at is in Yorkshire, but other than that, 100% made in Scotland. It's so gorgeous, and I feel so like humbled and honored that Eva wanted to send this to me. Oh, I always am like just blown away by like the generosity of the knitting and yarn community, and I feel like this couldn't have come on a better day. Like, I really want to have this video up on Friday for you guys, but it feels sort of like plotless because it's just been insane here. I think I'm gonna call the vet after this, but I wanted to open this on camera and show you guys and make sure to show the beautiful, beautiful yarn. It's a 2-ply, which I'm so excited about. And yeah, I don't know what else to say. I just feel, you know, grateful and honored to be selected. And I'm sure Eva will see this, and I really hope that if I'm ever in Scotland again, or you're ever in the US, that we manage to cross paths and meet up. And I think that.
And then also we went on a little adventure. My birthday was last Friday, and so Caleb and I went on a little adventure to an area in the southern tier of New York. It's called the Triple Cities. And we had like a little shopping day, which is very rare that we do that, but we went to my most favorite Eastern European grocery store and got a bunch of delicious stuff. I got a bunch of pickles, and my dad came to see us on Sunday, so I bought fresh kielbasa for that. And what else? Lots of chocolates and candies, of course. Some cheese. I got all kinds of stuff. I might have to insert a picture here of the whole food haul, because I don't think I like filmed really badly on the day that we went out. I'm still really shy about filming in public. I don't feel shy when I'm filming in like fiber-centric spaces. Like if I'm in at a Farber festival or at a yarn shop or whatever, I don't get shy, because I feel like I could just, I can and I do just tell people or ask people like, hi, like this is what I do. Is it okay if I film? And I'm sure I could do that in other environments too, but it's like harder to explain like what I do, I guess, if you're not in it. If you're in a knitting space and you just say, I'm a knitting podcaster, people know what that means. But if you're somewhere else, they don't really know what that means. So yeah, the footage of that's a little chaotic. But you'll see some, I put some of it up, and so we had just a nice little day out adventure. So that was nice. Like I said, my dad came on Sunday, and so it's been a busy weekend. It's exciting. I feel like I had a pretty good birthday. I don't know if anyone else relates to this, but I feel like birthdays are like a funny kind of creature where they're exciting, but also, you know, they make you reflect and can be a little, a reminder of something, whatever that may be, mortality or aging or whatever. But anyway, we had a nice day. It was a good time.
What day is today?
Today?
Yeah.
Your birthday?
Are we going on an adventure?
Yeah.
Okay.
I can't talk in it. You
Why
have to just
not?
talk.
Okay, we're going on an adventure because today is my birthday, and we will try to film some stuff. Maybe it will be fun, maybe it won't. Why are you looking at me? Are other people looking?
No.
So we went to a thrift store and forgot to film anything, but now we are at the European grocery store to buy pickles and other stuff, right? And bread and meat. So yeah, we'll see what we get. what you got there.
So I wanted to tell you guys, and I'm doing this totally, like I have not been asked to promote this. I'm going to be joining the course. I already have paid for my spot in it. Like I'm joining it. I'm using my own money to join it, but they do have an affiliate program. And I also just feel called to share with the world. And I think some of you are going to be interested in this program. And like, yeah, I'll talk about it more. But anyway, I'm joining a course that is called We Are the Weavers. It's an 8-week long course. It meets once a week. And it's like Zoom, you know, whatever you want to call it, virtual reality. But so here it says, an 8-week journey exploring some of the oldest practical magic on earth, spinning, weaving, singing, and storytelling. And so it runs from the 12th of March through the 30th of April, and it's on Wednesdays. And so this course is being put on by the organization called Weaving Remembrance, which is run by Hannah Lay, and some of you I'm sure know her through her music. Maybe some of you have taken her courses before. I've joined many, like this is not my first time with her organization. I think I've done 2 rounds of Songs of Mother Europe, 2 rounds of Songs and Stories of Scotland. Maybe it was only 1 round of Songs of Mother Europe. I can't remember at this point. I've done so many. Often I join them with my best friend and it's like our nice thing that we do together. But yeah, this one is about spinning and weaving, and also the idea of like song and ceremony and connection with those acts. And I think that you guys will enjoy it. Like I'm really excited about it. I can't wait for it to start in a couple weeks. And so when I saw there was an affiliate program, I thought it was a great opportunity. Because if you guys use my link and you choose to sign up, I will earn a small commission at no extra cost to you. But also I probably would have shared about this regardless of that. I just want there to be full transparency that if you do use my link, I will earn a little bit. But also I would be promoting this anyway. I think that all of her programming is really like soul nourishing and a nice way that people can come together. I feel like there's some things like this in my like local to me community, but I also just really think that it's, you know, the internet can be kind of a complicated beast to interact with. And I do think though that it holds a huge like opportunity to bring people together and allow people to connect in ways maybe they wouldn't in real life, just because there's not as many people interested in a small kind of specific thing. And yeah, I forgot I was going to say this too. A portion of it is I think it's an intro to spinning, like drop spindle spinning. And so I've seen some of you before ask me about spinning resources. And so, you know, if you feel called, that might be an opportunity there. I think there's going to be one of the workshops is about weaving as well. And I think it's all very like beginner friendly. You know, I think everybody can gain something from it regardless of your experience, I guess is what I'm getting at. And I also just feel like, I mean, it's getting better. We're moving into spring, but it is sort of just this dark kind of grim part of the year. And, you know, regardless of where you fall with things are tense sociopolitically. There's a lot of upheaval right now and a lot of just darkness in the world, not just in our country, but everywhere. So I think it's really nice to be able to find the spaces in which people are creating connection and love and beauty and things that will help feed our souls, even if it's, you know, not the best time. So yeah, like I said, I'm excited about it. I feel like I've repeated myself a lot. Not great at this like promotion thing, I guess, but I'll make sure that link is down below so you can check that out. To sign off, and thank you so much for joining me. I'm hoping, as for like scheduling, that I think next week is going to be a podcast episode. I have made progress on some projects. I have like a lot of stuff going on knitting and spinning wise. So I think that that's going to make the most sense. My schedule, like my filming schedule, got totally messed up from these last 2 weeks where I just like did not have the bandwidth to film or edit. But I think, yeah, that will be make the most sense, is to have a podcast episode. I have like so much to show you, and I feel like what happens is if I don't do a podcast episode frequently enough, yeah, it just like all builds up and then it ends up being a long episode or whatever. So hopefully that will be next week. I can't think of what else. Yes, I guess I'll say one more time. Again, if you feel called to join the We Are the Weavers course through Weaving Remembrance, I would love to see you guys there. And I think that's about it. I will say again, thank you so much for your continued support. I know there's a bunch of new faces here that came from Gudrun's channel. It was so kind of her to shout me out, and I'm so happy you guys could be here to join me as well. I couldn't figure it out at first because I hadn't put up a video in 2 weeks, and then suddenly I was like getting all of these subscribers. I'm like, where are they coming from? Because I haven't had any time to watch anyone else's content either. And then I watched her video and I was like, oh, that's really, really sweet and special. So yeah, thank you for you guys, and thank you to her for calling me, like, shouting me out, however you say that. Sorry, bad grammar. But yeah, so thank you for joining me. If you're looking for me other places, especially because there are new people, I'm on YouTube, of course. I am on Instagram. I'm on Ravelry. I'm on Goodreads, and all that information is always linked below. And as like for everything else too, if you're ever looking for, like I mentioned something, feel free to look in the description box. I try very hard to keep all of that information down there. If there's something that like is not down there, please though don't hesitate to comment or ask. And I don't know what else to say. I guess, yeah, like just thank you for joining me. I hope you enjoy my new studio space. I can't wait to keep decorating and for you guys to see it kind of grow and become more like organic, because I feel like right now it's still a little like, it's like a combination of like messy and weirdly sterile in a lot of ways, but it's getting there. So yeah, again, thank you for your continued support, and we'll talk soon. Bye.